shotgun like she Kurt. Weaving through the traffic with my in a purse. In a Saint Laurent straight jacket. If I crash, I go to
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Today, a matchup of NL East rivals between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Jacob deGrom gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So it's a solo shot on the very first pitch of the ball game. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
You talk about starting a game off quick. We couldn't even get the lineup cards in yet, and this guy's already going deep.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base, too.
And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. Hernandez isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The tag by Ramos, and they got him at home plate.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 17.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
This is skied out toward right. Conforto back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, this team has to be hoping that Michael Franco can get some of his mojo back. Looking at the last game, it was 0 for 3, but it was the way he went about that 0 for 3. He didn't look very aggressive, and actually, he looked kind of lost to me. I'm wanting to see a different player in that batter's box today.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage the last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
And this is popped up near second base. And Cano will make the catch to retire the side. But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. On to the bottom of the first now at Citi Field. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. Vince Velasquez gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, I call Vince Velasquez V squared, and he's a really good pitcher. 4-pitch mix, fastball, slider, curveball, changeup, 95 to 97 with a fastball with a lot of late life. Quality pitcher.
Into the box now, Jeff McNeil. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, number 6.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. Dan D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of the series and had a nice bounce back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Harper giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Cano can get going. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Velasquez is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty V, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has 2 different pitches that he can strike you out with, and as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has 2 pitches that rate an 8 or a 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch on its way. Heading out toward shallow right. Harper will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. So striding in, Nick Williams. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Nick Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco. And he pops it up. Here comes Cespedes, and this will find the wall deep in the corner. The throw, and he's tagged out at second, but 1 run is in to score on the play.
The center fielder.
Stepping in, Odubel Herrera, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Ramos moving to his left. 2 down.
Batting ninth.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
In now, Vince Velasquez. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. To his left, McNeil. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. On now. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He carries a .308 batting average. He's taken him deep once. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
A nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. Cespedes on at first, nobody out. Strike 2 called on the inner half, 0-2 now. In the dirt. And just what they wanted offensively as the runner moves into scoring position.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
The 1-2. Liner in there for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
And he might have thought about it at third, but with 1 away, decides not to risk it.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And today my spotlight's going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play. Has got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
No balls and 1 strike.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Jed Lowry.
So it's first and third with 2 away, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Curveball right on the black, taken for a strike. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. 2 left for the Mets. They're down. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura.
Very rarely, Matt, you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Cesar Hernandez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his 2nd double of the ballgame. And he'll reach 2nd now with 1 away.
You think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
And now Bryce Harper. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Hernandez rounds 3rd and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, a lot of the top pitchers, if you're going to get to them, you want to get to them early. This is a big lead, 3-0 early against a very good pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, they have to feel good about this one, Dan. Going to have to find a way to slowly tack on runs, but if you would have told this offense they'd have 3 early, they would have took it.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Digging in, JT Realmuto. He popped out in his first trip. First offering on its way. And the ball is dropped. And he will get a force out on the play. Oh, talk about stick-to-itiveness there. And that will end the inning. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Phillies on top, 3-0.
Back now for the Mets' 3rd turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's lifted the other way out to left. Williams is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Juan Lagares.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. So that'll extend the inning and bring Wilson Ramos to the plate with 2 away.
He's been cold. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big right now.
Standing in now, Wilson Ramos, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Lagares, the runner at first with 2 gone. Not going to get him as he swipes second.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Fouled off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit hard towards the hole. Franco fields it cleanly. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. The Phillies lead it 3-0. Up next will be Nick Williams. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
In there for strike 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one will bounce into the wall.
The third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
Man, I feel for him, but you've got to call a spade, right? He's really struggling. The sample size is 3+ innings, and in that time, he's given up 8 hits. So it might be time to cut your losses and make a change out there.
Popped him up. Ramos shading to his right. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Velasquez.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Into the box, Vince Velasquez. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Line towards center field. Lagares is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gene Segura. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. From the stretch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Here's Yoenis Cespedes, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
And that's hitting one-on-one right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
Here's Robbie Cano now, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Hard liner to center field. Pereira has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder, Michael.
Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. Gone into the upper tank. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. Number 13 for him on the year, and the Mets draw closer here. It's now a 4-2 ball game. Certainly a home run worthy of show track, and we see here that ball was blasted off the bat at 116 miles an hour. The distance wasn't too shabby either. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 2-0.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
And that's in there, 2-1. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season, as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Gone! Back-to-back-to-back jacks, and it's all tied up. It's a solo shot for Jed Lowry, number 14 on the season, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
This pitcher must think he's cursed or something. He gives up back-to-back homers, is obviously rattled a little bit, and the next batter barely even waits for the first pitch to cross the plate before he crushes it out too. This is incredible.
Up next for the Mets,
Stepping in now, Jacob deGrom, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Jacob deGrom becomes out number 2 this inning. And that misses inside 1-0.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. We played 4 full, and we are tied 4-4. Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. First offering on its way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Under it, Lagares, and there's one away.
The right fielder.
It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. So striding forward now, Bryce Harper. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. The windup and the 0-1. That's smoked, but right into the ship. And a dive there by Lowry, but he can't get it. It's a base hit.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They've tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. To Lowry at the bag. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the. Here's Juan Lagares. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Stepping up to the plate, Wilson Ramos. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. The pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Williams moves over. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 52.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
He's baffled by the curve that time for a strike.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Jared Eichhoff takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. No balls and a strike to count. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. Cespedes is off at first with 2 away. 1-2 now. And a breaking ball freezes him. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1. 5 innings complete. This ball game's even at 4. Digging in to try it again, JT Realmuto. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
JT Realmuto.
Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Justin Wilson takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Under it, Lagares, and there's 1 away.
The third baseman, number 7, Maikel Franco.
Striding in, Maikel Franco. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
The 0-1. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. 4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Into the box now, Odubel Herrera. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's set. Here it comes. This is pulled into right. And that's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right there.
Andrew McCutchen will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Base is loaded, only 1 away. Line toward the gap in left center. And he is going to deliver big time off the bench, as this might chase everybody home. And the 2nd run will score as well. The tag, and he is out at the plate as 2 runs score, but not the 3rd.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
Gene Segura standing in. He's set, and the pitch. Line drive to left. Cespedes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitter. Jose Alvarez enters to do the pitch. Michael Conforto will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. A bouncer up the middle. But that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Up next will be the power bat of Peter Almanzo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Bullet back up the middle. Herrera has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting, The shortstop,
Rolling out for the Mets in the 6th. And up next, the switch-hitting Stanford product, Jed Lowry. Segura for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4 pitches. They trail it here 6-4. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
now playing first base.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Paul Sewald is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Bryce Harper. Here comes the first pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Well hit deep down the right field line, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. No swing, says Gary Simmons. It's ball 1. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Popped him up. Frazier is there for it. 2 gone.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
The batter, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Now batting, JT Realmuto. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. He's ready now. The pitch. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They're up 6-4. Next up from New York, Todd Frazier. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. 0-1 the count. Here comes another 0-2. This is line to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. And a good decision off double.
The batter.
That's what you call a clutch
Number
piece of
6.
hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. And Dan, what's a swing and a drive to center field? That one's got a chance, and this will get all the way to the wall now.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
So stepping in, Juan Lagares, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Hoskins will get under it to put it away just past the first base dugout, and that's out number 1.
Wilson.
Now to the plate, Wilson Ramos. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line hard to the left side, but this will be a foul ball.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with 2 away now.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, not great. He's 1 for 8. Frazier on third. McNeil on at second with 2 down. Popped him up. Franco is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 2 left for the Mets. Score remains steady at 6-4. Luis Avilan has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th. Miguel Franco, he'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. From the stretch, and he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. And there to take this one in is Cano for the 1st out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Ready for another shot now, Odubel Herrera. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive to center field. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. And if you're wondering what's left on the Phillies bench, there you go. We'll see if one of them gets pressed into service here. Jay Bruce will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Jay Bruce.
And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1. In previous matchups with Luis Avilan, he's 0 for 8. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
And he chased it in the dirt.
The batter, number 2.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Gene Segura will stand in to try it again as we take you back to the top of inning number 1. Here he was leading off the ball game as he got things off on the right foot with a solo home run. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Conforto. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Philadelphia. They still lead it 6-4. Pat Neshek will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Pat Neshek.
Striding into the box, Robinson Cano. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And the off-speed pitch is taken here, a ball and a strike. Well, this one's been a bit of a head-scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all over the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Roll, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball. Hey, these mechanics ain't out of the textbook, The Art of Pitching, but he seems to be effective with what he's doing.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The pitcher, number 43, Luis Avila.
Ahmed Rosario will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Ahmed Rosario.
No balls and a strike to count. Comes into play here at 273. 5 homers and 21 driven in. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 6-4. Robert Gesellman enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This is line to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
And he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to fight and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
Standing in now, Rhys Hoskins. 0-1 the count. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
Heading out towards shallow right. Conforto moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
Digging in, JT Realmuto. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave it.
And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
In now, Nick Williams. And it's fouled away. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Well hit on the line, and that'll get down into left center field. 1 run is scored. And the runner from second is in to score. That makes it an 8-4 ball game.
The third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
Jerry Familia enters the game with 1 gone in the top. Michael Franco will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Lagares has it in his sights. 2 down. And the throw in gets away from him. But luckily it doesn't get far enough away to allow the runners to advance.
Up next for Philadelphia.
In now, Odubel Herrera. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit out towards second. Cano has it. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Phillies 8. Here's Jed Lowry now. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
The shortstop, Jed.
Now the pitch.
Lowry.
Fouled away. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Williams is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 21.
Here's Todd Frazier now. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The batter, number 6.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jeff McNeil. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. Frazier, base runner at first with 1 out. And he popped him up. Franco takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
The center fielder, number 12, Juan Lagares.
Digging in now, Juan Lagares. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. The Mets down to their final strike. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He brings it in.